Sup you beautiful people. Hope you've had a fantastic day. Welcome back to another new episode of What If Naruto Was in the Marvel Universe. If you guys enjoyed this what if, comment down below and let me know. And go ahead and check out other what ifs in the channel after watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and also share this video with your friends. Before we get into it though, check out Bilibili Comics. Bilibili Comics is the official trusted place to read hit exclusive series from top creators. Bilibili Comics is a great online webtoons and webcomics reader among all reading apps. Enjoy the best new comics, manhwa, and exclusive webtoons on Bilibili Comics. Download the app now and jump right into it. The link is in the description. Now let's start this video. Natasha's Safe House, New York. March 31st, 2008, 6 o'clock local. Jessica woke up alone in the bed. She remembered sleeping with Natasha in her arms. Natasha must have been drained because the moment she laid on the bed, she went straight to sleep. Jessica woke up intermittently throughout the night, making sure that Nat's okay and the creatures of mass destruction haven't decided to go into the room. The feeling of sleeping so close to something that could wipe out all life on Earth is really disconcerting. Jessica got out of the bed, still wearing what she wore yesterday, and got out of the bedroom. She saw Natasha sitting on the couch, staring intently on Naruto's figure being surrounded by the puppy-sized Biju. "How long have you been awake?" Jessica asked when she sat down next to Natasha. "Not long. Maybe an hour." Natasha answered, still gazing at Naruto. "Thanks for being with me, Jess," she continued while looking at Jessica. "No problem. That's what friends with benefits do," Jessica said, trying to put some levity on the situation. It seemed to work since Natasha let out a small chuckle. "Aren't you going to work today?" she asked. "Right. I should probably call Fury," Natasha replied, not realizing she said the name of her boss out loud, although Jessica doesn't seem to give it any importance. Nat picked up her phone from the center table and dialed a number. A few moments later, Natasha spoke. "Boss. I'm not going to be able to get in today. Maybe tomorrow too. Give me a reason, Romanov. I can't just put in nothing," Fury replied from the other end of the line. "It's personal." "Okay. That's what I'll put in," Fury said while typing it into the leave request form. A small burst of static was heard after Fury pushed a button on his phone. This sound indicated to both him and Natasha that no one would eavesdrop on the conversation. "Now, tell me what happened," he ordered. Natasha debated to herself whether she should answer or not. In the end, she decided to do something in the middle. "Naruto did something stupid last night that incapacitated him for a bit. Apparently, he stopped a series of disasters previous night, and that wore him out. I'm just going to shoot him a few times today to warn him not to do something like that again without telling me," Natasha explained, using only half-truths. "Ha! Who knew something could take him down?" Fury mused, filing it away for future use. Natasha quickly understood Fury's words, but she doesn't care right now. And even if they find a way to take him down, it won't last for long because of the whole immortality thing. "I'll call you tomorrow, boss, if I'll be able to come in," Natasha informed Fury before closing the phone and tossing it. Jessica noticed Natasha tensing before tossing her phone away. She decided to throw caution into the wind and ask her question. "Your boss didn't take the news well?" "No. He took it a little too well. He probably is already planning a whole bunch of stuff that can take down Naruto in the future," Natasha said with more bite than she wants to let out. "Damn. He's cold," Jessica exclaimed. "That's his job. He's just really good at it," Natasha stated. Jessica nodded and decided to look around the apartment. She was surprised that it looked clean, especially the kitchen where Naruto was cooking. Who knew the Bijus knew how to clean? It's been 3 long hours of waiting. Jessica decided to take out some breakfast for both of them when she started to get hungry a while back, but the pair didn't move away from the couch as much as possible. Naruto's statue started to show some cracks that slowly gets larger and larger. The bright orange light is leaking through the cracks. Pieces of stone started falling off his body, making the light significantly brighter. Jessica and Natasha are already covering their eyes, only peeking through the gaps of their fingers. The light's intensity peaked before slowly dying down enough to look at Naruto directly. Naruto is covered by black overall with an orange circle at the abdomen, a jacket and a pair of boots seemingly made of orange flames, and his whole body is glowing with the orange light. His eyes are in that special mode he calls Sharingan. Slowly, the orange flames retreated into his abdomen, revealing Naruto as he was last night, wearing a white shirt, orange shorts, and flip-flops. Natasha, seeing that the situation is finally defused, stood up from the couch and decked Naruto hard on the face. Naruto can do nothing else but take the hit since he didn't saw it coming. She grabbed him by the collar and brought him close to her. "You're not ever going to do something like that again," Natasha said with conviction before kissing him. She can't contain her emotions anymore and cried again on Naruto's arms. "Everything's alright. I'm fine. Everything's fine," Naruto continued whispering to Natasha's ear until she finally calmed down. "Don't think you're in the clear yet. You have a lot of explaining to us," Natasha said while tilting her head towards Jessica. Naruto nodded, seeing no other choice in the situation. He took a moment to observe his surroundings, particularly the Biju. He noticed they're a little nervous, especially Kurama. That's something he needs to talk with them for another time. Naruto called the Biju back into him, seeing no point in letting them out for an extended time for now. He walked back towards the living room and gave Jessica a nod and a smile. Naruto sat on the armchair so he could create an atmosphere that the ladies could use to ask questions freely. Natasha understood Naruto's intentions and sat on the sofa next to Jessica. "What do you guys want to know?" Naruto asked. "I want to know what happened yesterday," Natasha replied plainly. "Didn't Kurama explain it?" Naruto inquired, genuinely confused. "He did, but we wanted to come from you," Jessica answered. Naruto gathered his thoughts and tried to make an easily understandable explanation of the whats, hows, and whys. Every living being produces chakra inside its body. From the smallest of ants to the largest of trees, each and every one of them generates chakra. When chakra is created while the container is full, the excess is released to the environment. In our world, the first usable chakra produced by humans manifested in the Otsutsuki brothers. In this world, however, I have no idea who first gave humans chakra. But all I know is that it's been left alone for so many generations that it's slowly atrophied, leaving just enough to keep a person alive. Naruto explained. "So, like the appendix," Jessica interjected. "Yeah, exactly that," Naruto agreed. The excess chakra released to the environment is transferred towards the earth, which naturally transforms into nature chakra. Natural chakra networks or ley lines are produced around the world, connecting hotspots to each other, making sure that nature chakra across the globe remains equal. I noticed when I arrived is that there is no flow of nature chakra anywhere. Pockets of it are forming everywhere, only helping the locale where they are produced. That's why when I traveled, I left clones of myself in these places to force a flow to happen, to kickstart the whole thing, and regain flow," Naruto said. "I kept hearing clones since yesterday." "What are you talking about?" Jessica asked. "Haven't I showed you?" Naruto created a single clone when he saw Jessica shake her head no. "What the hell? So you just have copies of you running around?" "Yeah, but I mostly use them to scout or do boring stuff," Naruto replied. "As I was saying, my clones started mixing my chakra with these pulls, so they can be controlled to flow outside of it. It took 3 years of slow progress to achieve the flow that is needed. What I didn't expect is the massive overflow of nature chakra streaming out of the hotspots. If any amount of undiluted nature chakra made contact with a human, they would immediately turn into stone. That's why the clones decided to absorb all of it, which eventually transferred all to me. I had no time to control the nature chakra properly inside me, so I turned into stone." "Why didn't you say anything about the other Bijus inside you?" Natasha asked in a professional tone. Naruto had enough sense to look ashamed. Keeping that a secret is a terrible move, but there's no real point in revealing that until there's something to say, like when I can summon them. It just so happens it coincided with the accident," Naruto explained. "Those guys are massive chakra beasts. With no proper chakra network in place, the local hotspot would quickly overload with chakra that comes out from them." He continued when he saw the confused expressions the girls adopted. "Tell me the truth." Natasha's expression turned more intense, pinning Naruto with a hard glare before asking the big question. "Why didn't you tell me you're an immortal?" Naruto finally understood why the Bijus were so tense. They probably accidentally revealed his condition, most probably Kurama. He decided it's best to be honest in this situation. "Because I didn't want us to break up," Naruto confessed. Natasha was taken aback by Naruto's answer. She expected him to give an excuse or merely not answer the question. "Why would you think that?" Natasha asked, not understanding how Naruto could think something like that. "It's because that's what a reasonable person would do," Naruto said before looking at Jessica. "Back me up here." Jessica went wide-eyed when she was suddenly included in the conversation. Hey, I'm not part of any of this," Jessica asserted while raising her hands. "But, he's right," she continued while looking at Natasha. "I just want for the bubble to last as long as possible," Naruto admitted while unconsciously flashing his puppy dog eyes. Natasha's righteous anger slowly ebbed away, but she had to know one last question. "Were you ever going to tell me?" Natasha asked. "Yes. Around 3 years from now," Naruto replied. "Why? What's happening in 3 years?" Naruto sighed and stood up, pacing back and forth in front of the couch. "Remember when I asked for a safe house?" Naruto asked. "Yeah. Something about a secret you'll show in 3 to 5 years," Natasha answered, remembering that particular morning. "I think it's best if I show you," Naruto said, offering a hand to Natasha, who quickly took it. He then extended another hand to Jessica, who looked surprised. "What? You think I'll just leave you here?" Jessica flashed a shy smile before taking Naruto's hand before they suddenly vanished. Dawn, Switzerland. March 31st, 2008, 1600 hours local. The trio appeared in the middle of the living room. Jessica saw the beautiful scenery outside the window after her lightheadedness died down. She saw the mountain ranges, trees, and grass-filled valleys. "Where are we?" Jessica asked. "Switzerland. A safe house near John," Natasha answered. She took her turn of looking around and noticed that the place looks lived on, a sweater on the couch, boots by the door, and jackets hanging on the coat rack. What Natasha noticed, though, was every item she saw for women. The smell of perfume in the air only served to support her observation. "Naruto, are you hiding a woman here?" "Yep," Naruto replied with a bright smile while shaking off the feeling that he forgot something important. "A mistress?" Natasha asked. "Don't we need to be married for that to happen?" Naruto asked, genuinely confused. Something from the back of his mind is screaming at him that he forgot something important. "Naruto," Natasha said, threateningly. Naruto knew he's in trouble when he heard Natasha's tone, but he has no idea why. Good thing, the universe decided to throw him a bone, but in the worst way possible. "Naruto. Nat, what are you doing here? And what is Jones doing here?" Sharon exclaimed when she decided to check out the ruckus in the living room. "Damn. I knew I forgot something," Naruto whispered to himself. Jessica is standing on the sidelines, watching the scenario unfold, thoroughly enjoying the play-by-play. Somehow, Natasha looked shocked, seeing Sharon in her safe house. She quickly turned her head towards Naruto. "You're having an affair with Sharon," Natasha exclaimed. Jessica wanted to say that she's been doing it with the both of them, so that's not as big a deal as it should be, but decided just to shut up and enjoyed the whole thing. "What? No," Naruto cried out. "You're dating Naruto?" the nine-tailed Sharon questioned Natasha. Natasha quickly believed in Naruto's assertion, so she focused on Sharon. She quickly needs to make sense of the whole situation. The roller coaster of emotions she's been experiencing since last night is just too much. "Let's calm down and discuss things without shouting at each other. We can just shoot Naruto after everything. Is that acceptable?" Natasha proposed, attempting to create some semblance of order. Sharon acknowledged Natasha's attempt and nodded. "Yes. I'm dating Naruto. We've been together for a little over a year," Natasha answered. "What are you doing here?" "I shouldn't be the one to answer that question," Sharon stated before looking at Naruto. "He should be the one to answer that." Natasha looked at Naruto, urging him to answer. The answer would come through the door in 3, 2, 1. Naruto counted down. When he reached 0, the front door opened, revealing a woman. "Are we having a party?" the woman asked with a thick British accent. She's wearing red, white, and blue winter running outfit. Natasha took a hot minute before she recognized the woman. She only identified her after scanning through her memories of the SHIELD archives and history. "Peggy Carter," Natasha said in a whisper. Jessica recognized the name, went wide-eyed. Peggy Carter is a war hero. One of the most decorated women in the military and pivotal to Hydra's downfall. There's only one catch, though. "I thought she's like 90 years old and, more importantly, dead," Jessica remarked. The too young and mobile Peggy Carter removed her boots and coat, making herself more comfortable. "For your information, I'm only 87 years old," Peggy retorted. "And all of this is the fault of our blonde-haired friend. He offered me a chance that I almost refused," she explained. "What? Make you younger?" Jessica asked half sarcastically. "Yes. That's exactly what he offered," Peggy answered. "That and making me a super soldier," she added. Natasha thought quickly about why she would accept Naruto's offer. The last report on her reported that she's waiting for her eventual end, wanting to be together with her lost love. A tragic love story if anyone wrote about it. That's when she remembered who her lost love is. You know the Cap's still alive," Natasha states with confidence. Jessica, being the only one not in the know, was surprised for another time today. "Captain America is still alive, don't tell me he's here too," Jessica exclaimed before looking at Naruto. "Can't you just drop everything at once?" "Hey. That's not on me. It's not my fault he managed to stay alive being half buried in snow," Naruto stated. Peggy, Sharon, and Natasha managed to pick up Naruto's strange use of words. The trio looked at each other and silently communicated before looking back to Naruto. "Naruto, how did you know he's half buried in the snow?" Peggy asked, all too sweetly. Naruto realized his mistake. When the hero shined to Switzerland, Naruto decided to use his newly unlocked ability to find Captain Rogers. When he determined his location, he mentally sent a command to his clones mark the plane. The whole thing only lasted for 15 minutes. Kamui sure is one hell of a cheat. He didn't intend for Peggy to be clued and that he knows where the captain is. "I guess." Naruto lied badly. Natasha hazily remembered Kurama's explanation last night. Something about finding anyone on the planet. "When did you find him?" Natasha asked, ignoring Naruto's blatant lie. She doesn't understand how Naruto could act excellently but, at the same time, lying poorly. 20 minutes ago, Naruto admitted. "But we agree I'll only get him when Coulson can't find him in 2 years," he reminded Peggy. "Why is that again?" Sharon asked. "Because Peggy here needs to be ready to face any consequence the captain being alive might cause." Naruto explained. The spies understood Naruto's reasoning, mainly because they know Hydra is still active. Captain America would force Hydra's hand to do something drastic one way or another. Jessica decided to interject and circle back to one of the topics at hand and asked a question. So he decided to reverse your age, so you and Captain America have a chance to get together. That's sweet of Naruto, I guess. Jessica asked. Partially, but he did it mostly for Natasha. Peggy answered. He wants to create a procedure that can regenerate and heal any injuries and ailments. Natasha questioned why Naruto would make a regeneration procedure for her. The only reason she found was for what the Red Room to her. Tears of gratitude and joy fell from her eyes. She quickly turned and hugged Naruto. Thank you. Natasha whispered continuously to his ear. Anything for you, Hime. Dawn, Switzerland. March 31st, 2008, 1645 local. Naruto and Natasha snapped out of their moment when they heard someone clearing their throat. The pair looked towards the direction of the noise and saw Sharon with a sheepish expression. I hate to break up this obviously emotional moment, but I still want to know what Jones is doing here. Does everyone know about me? What the hell? Can't someone have a little bit of privacy? Jessica exclaimed, not appreciating the obvious invasion of privacy of some huge unknown government agency to her life. Not necessarily. I just know about you since I was one of your watchers when I was still a rookie. Maybe around 2 or 3 years ago. Sharon calmly replied. Jessica thought back 2 to 3 years ago. That's right before his then live-in boyfriend Sterling Adams was murdered in Club Alias. Knowing some knowledge on how Nat's organization work, she thought back to everyone that she has minimal contact with, but is in a great position to snoop into her life. Running through her memories, she remembers a neighbor on living at the end of the hallway that she occasionally exchanges pleasantries with. Fuck. You're the blonde nurse who's always wearing a ponytail. Jessica stated. Wow. You have a good memory. Sharon complimented her genuinely. You should think about joining S.H.I.E.L.D. You going to kill it there? She suggested. Stop right there. Naruto shouted, still holding Natasha in his arms. You're not going to recruit her to join a spy agency that can't even find a whole enemy organization within their ranks. Who knows what they'll do to her when she gets in? He reasoned. Jessica was going to explode on Naruto for his overprotective behavior until she heard his reason. It looks like there's something more going in their group she isn't privy about. Sharon noticed that they're getting off topic again and decided to bring it back around. Can someone please explain why she's here? Sharon asked again. Natasha wanted to lie and say something about how Naruto and Jessica are close friends, and she just got roped in, but Naruto answered faster than her, which he answered in the worst way possible. She lives with us or something like that. Naruto answered, not really knowing how to describe their living situation. And she joins for a threesome most of the time. Everybody reacted differently to Naruto's casual statement. Natasha facepalmed hard, expecting that kind of answer from Naruto, but she still can't believe the holes in his knowledge of essential social interaction cues. Peggy experienced another shock seeing an example of how different the current times are compared to her own. The surprise only lasted until she remembered that they're talking about Naruto, the guy who somehow makes everything weird. Sharon has the tamest reaction, only releasing a small cough. Being a young woman who lived in New York for a while, she already encountered a wide range of people, including people in open relationships. At the opposite side of the spectrum was Jessica's reaction. She was first shocked by Naruto's response until it slowly turned into embarrassment, which turned into anger. By that point, only one logical thing she could do. Jessica took one small step towards Naruto, wound up her arm, and punched him hard. Naruto saw the punch coming from a mile away. He started moving away from the blow, but Natasha grabbed hold of his body, preventing him from dodging without doing something drastic like forcing his way out. Naruto only has one choice left. Kamui. Naruto whispered to himself. Natasha and Jessica's arms went straight through Naruto, which shocked Natasha, Sharon, and Peggy. Jessica, on the other hand, is still on her embarrassment-fueled warpath. Fuck. Jessica shouted. You undo everything you're doing right now and take the hit like a man. She continued. No way. Naruto said as he runs away. Get back here. Jessica roared as she followed Naruto through the house. Natasha, Sharon, and Peggy just watched the whole thing, unable to find the proper reaction they should show. Are you sure he's the one you want? 'Cause I can hook you up with someone else. Just say the word. Sharon offered, entirely serious. Natasha let out a sigh and dropped down on the sofa. Unfortunately, Natasha let out. Peggy and Sharon sat down on opposite sides of Natasha. They can hear Naruto and Jessica's voices reverberating around the house. Not to be a nosy or anything, but why did Naruto bring you here? It's my impression that he would only bring you here after Aunt Peggy's revealed. Sharon asked. Natasha expected the question to come at any moment. Actually, she expected it to come before the whole Jessica thing, that's why she already knew what she was going to answer. I can't tell you much about what happened, but I can say that I found out something about Naruto that led to this. Natasha explained. Although completely unsatisfied about the explanation, the Carters accepted Natasha's answer. They'll just have to figure out what happened through another way if they ever wanted to find out. Does Yuri know about you being in a relationship? Sharon asked, thinking about how the Black Widow is one of his most effective pieces. Yeah. He knows about us. Natasha confirmed. He first wanted me to spy for him, but I threatened to quit if he forced me into it. He tried to do some other stuff like remote surveillance, but quickly gave up on that idea. Naruto has luck and skill on his side, capable of easily outmaneuvering even Fury. She continued with a small smile. Even if all that doesn't work, he's just so unpredictable that Fury would rather gouge out his eye than deal with him. Peggy let out a full-hearted laugh at Natasha's statement. Meeting Naruto every day for the past 7 months has driven home some facts about him. Number 1 on that list is his unpredictability. After calming down from his laughing fit, Peggy asks a question she's dying to know the answer to. Are you going to do the procedure? Peggy asked. Yes. Natasha's answer was instantaneous. I don't know if I'm ever going to be a mother, but I want the chance. You should talk to him, Peggy advised. He loves you so much, and he's terrified of you leaving. When he told me why he's doing the regeneration procedure, he somehow thinks that you two are surely going to break up. She continued. Peggy's statement brought down a somber mood on the trio, but it didn't last long since Naruto suddenly phased through the wall and ran straight towards them. The action surprised the ladies, especially after he phased through them too and out of the house through the wall. Seriously, Nat. You could do much better. Sharon quipped. Hong Kong, China. September 14, 2008, 2300 hours local. Come in, Mr. Awesome, over Eric said to his mic. He's currently on the rooftop of an abandoned commercial building just outside the Victoria Harbor, staking out one of the Triad's warehouses. Eric has been doing work for Naruto for the past 8 months. All of his missions involve human trafficking, and this one is no different. This time, a high-ranking Triad official is going to oversee a shipment of newly acquired merchandise, which is a euphemism for slaves. The 300 or so girls the Triad acquired are going to be shipped to different parts of the globe, surely to be used as disposable sex slaves. If the ship ever leaves port, they wouldn't have another shot on severely crippling this part of their operation. Go ahead, Mr. Britty, over. Naruto's voice responded through the radio. Next time, I'll be the one to choose the codenames, over. Eric replied, pissed about his boss's immature personality. He said that during the past 3 missions. What makes you think you're ever going to choose, over? Naruto retorted. His cheery attitude could be heard through the radio. Eric sighed in defeat. His fucking boss really enjoys messing with him, and he still has a little under a year and a half to go through. He's musing, not sure if he can last that long without trying to kill him for all the good it will do. That's when a convoy of black SUVs rolled up the front of the warehouse, followed by 3 heavily guarded semis which drove through the gate. We have activity. Eric reported, still surveilling the cars. The doors of the SUVs opened, and a total of 24 people disembarked, the most notable of which is a man in an Armani suit. I have visual on the target, over. You want to handle it, or should I? Naruto asked. Eric mulled it over. He knows he can take out everyone outside with the loadout he has, but he has no idea about how many more are inside the warehouse itself. He has 4 options on how to do this. 1. He can take out the outside and let Naruto handle everyone on the inside. Option 2 is the opposite of that. Option 3 is that he wings it and drop everyone, and option 4 is to let Naruto handle all of it. The way Eric sees it, there's only one real option. I'll take them myself, over. Eric radioed out, immediately changing out his extended magazine AW-50 to his HK-416 as his primary weapon, and strapped it around his body, leaving the AW-50 for later pickup if possible. Eric grabbed his Milker 6-shot grenade launcher and jumped over the ledge, his rappel line bringing him back towards the building face. He runs down the side of the building, aimed his MGL towards the SUV caravan, and started unloading all 6 shots to the convoy. This caused a massive chain reaction of explosions, flipping over some SUVs and forming massive fireballs, effectively cutting off the main exit of the warehouse, and killing more than half of the guards. Too bad, the main man is still alive and is retreating inside the warehouse through the side door. He tossed the grenade launcher when he reached the ground and sprinted towards the warehouse, ignoring the flames licking his skin and half-burned bodies on the ground. Eric braced his back on the wall by the side of the door and took a peek, which was immediately answered with a hail of gunfire. He unhooked a grenade from his pack and tossed it inside. The moment the grenade exploded, he rushed inside, firing at everyone he sees. He fired some quick headshots to the downed men to make sure they're dead and continued forward. Eric stuck to the shadows, making sure that he's exposed as little as possible. The Triad was heavily armed, but they're not as trained as their gear suggests. He cut through them like butter, making sure to count his kills along the way. He was just about to enter the warehouse proper when he heard gunfire and bullets whizzing by. Eric quickly found cover and hid himself. That's when he noticed the gunshot wound on his abdomen, uncomfortably close to his kidney. The bullet penetrated just below his bulletproof vest. Fuck. Eric said to himself. Needs some help. Naruto offered through the radio. Shut up. I got this. Eric answered, not willing to give up. Eric changed his magazine and pulled down his goggles. He pulled out 3 tear gas canisters and 3 M18 smoke grenades. One by one, he pulled the pins and tossed it inside. He might lose visual of the enemy, but the enemy can't also see him, and that's what he needs. He hurried inside the room and fired at the general direction of foreign sounds, while making sure he's not staying at any one place. He also fired towards the guards that are on top of the railings running around the warehouse. His enemies are not entirely useless in the smoke, though. Some shots still find its way to him, his vest taking most of the damage. It's just through sheer luck a bullet didn't find his head. The smoke slowly dispersed, revealing the massacre he brought to the triads. He's not taking any chances, though. He pulled out his sidearm and shot all the bodies through the head. Eric looked over everybody, but he can't find the head honcho. Before he could pull his HK-416 though, he felt the familiar burning sensation of a bullet wound was felt in his legs. It seems your luck ran out, American. The triad leader said while pointing in Alaska towards him. Heh, but not before you, though. Eric retorted with a small chuckle. The triad leader didn't have time to think about Eric's statement before a large cone-shaped piece of rock launched from the ground and impaled the leader. The rock pierced through his ass and exceeded his abdomen, pulling out his guts. The whole thing was not a clean kill, since the leader tried to pull himself out of the rock before eventually succumbing to his injuries. Even Eric felt sorry about how the leader died. Eric heard someone dropping down behind him, so he turned around. This is one of your worst works. The whole thing is sloppy and loud. Not to mention the fact that you didn't think things through. Naruto commented. I think this is what would happen to you every time you let your ego take control. I could have taken him out. Eric replied weakly. And what's the point of it if you're dead? Naruto retorted while tossing Eric a small vial that he caught. Drink that before you bleed out. We need to get out of here before the cops arrive. The girls? Eric asked before drinking the contents of the vial. They'll be fine. They were almost burned to a crisp, though. One of the triads almost pushed the button that would cook them inside the containers. Good thing I took him out. Naruto answered. Eric paled, hearing Naruto's answer. The thought of him almost costing the lives of everyone he's trying to save through his methods sent a chill through his spine. He can't help but draw parallels to what happened here today to what he's planning for the future. Naruto secretly smiled. His plan of turning Eric around finally passed phase 1. He never thought it would take this long, but at least it's finally done. He held on to Eric's shoulder and they disappeared. Fuji, Shizuoka, Japan. November 18, 2008, 10 o'clock local. Natasha and Naruto are currently on vacation. No jobs, no missions, no phones. The good life. Naruto had decided that they should go on vacation after the emotionally trying summer and the unexpectedly high workload of fall. He chose Fuji as their destination, since the density of nature chakra flowing down from Mount Fuji has a calming effect on him. He has been doing a lot of research about Hydra, and it's been a slow process. Hydra has a well-placed system set up. They're not working as a unified group, creating cells that barely know each other exist. A year of work only yielded him maybe 20% of all Hydra agents. A lot more should be sleeper agents, but he could only find them if he unabashedly used his techniques to find them, which he won't do unless he feels something is about to happen. Natasha, on the other hand, received a series of what she calls run and gun missions, half of which came from his intel. Their specialty are wine and dine intel gathering missions, which involve seducing high-value targets and gathering information or killing them, so doing a series of shootouts just increases her stress level. The few social interactions she had on past months came from visiting Laura, Lila, and Cooper, or having training sessions with Peggy and occasionally Sharon. Natasha opted not to do the operation yet, since she would need 3 months to leave off of work and another 3 months on desk duty. Naruto wanted to do a whole year of physical, but admitted that she might be able to adapt to her body in a short time frame. They would have wanted to invite Jessica to the vacation too, but she's currently taking criminology classes from John Jay College of Criminology, one of the best criminology colleges in the country. She wanted to go into a college that she can pay herself, which would automatically be a community college. Still, Naruto did some covert operations, and he was able to manipulate the system, so that Jessica would receive a scholarship grant from the college. His covert operations included blackmail, hacking, backdoor dealings, and impersonating some high officials. He thought it would be a whole lot easier to sneak someone into the school, but those assholes really don't want someone to have a free ride through college. Naruto only forgot one crucial detail in his plan: Jessica didn't apply to John Jay College of Criminology. The day Jessica received a letter for her acceptance to the college with a full-ride scholarship, she instantly knew that something fishy was up. She knows in her gut that Naruto has something to do with the letter. His anxious expression didn't help his case either. Jessica doesn't want to receive handouts. She wanted to work for everything she owns. Living with the pair virtually rent-free is already pushing the limits. She only accepted the offer when they deferred to her suggestion to buy the groceries. Jessica tried to investigate any signs of anomaly that could lead back to Naruto, but he did a great job of hiding his tracks. She attempted to give the scholarship to someone else, but the college won't allow it. In the end, she accepted the scholarship begrudgingly and is now going to college in the morning and working at night. Naruto tried to convince her to drop working for now and focus on her studies, but she wouldn't hear any of it. Still, the couple was able to persuade Jess to let them buy half the groceries. The only real problem Naruto encountered but never talked about was Naruto's immortality, and how the couple would deal with the whole thing. They've been living in some sort of bubble, and Natasha decided this can't last for long. Naruto, Natasha quietly said. The pair chose a hotel room with one of the best views of Mount Fuji. They've been lounging on the couch, just watching the clouds move around the perfectly shaped volcano. Naruto responded. How would you like to deal with all of this? Natasha asked vaguely. Deal with what? Naruto questioned back. You know, the whole immortality thing, Natasha added. Naruto took a deep breath. He didn't want to deal with all the complications now, since he still wants the bubble to continue, but this is all out of his control now. I don't really know, Naruto said. I plan to let you decide it if we should continue being together after the operation. If you happen to say yes, I probably would just leave in around 5 to 10 years. That way, you could find someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. He confessed, his emotions bare for Natasha to see. Natasha could understand where he's coming from. He received the gift everyone wanted to find, but now it's just a curse. Watching the people you love waste and die. Civilizations grow then crumble. Doomed to observe the universe until the end of time. The thought of doing that alone scared her, and that's what triggered her next idea. What if I don't want us to break up? Natasha asked with renewed determination. Then I guess I'll stay with you for quite some time. Naruto replied with a wan smile. Natasha turned to face Naruto and locked eyes with him. You don't get it. What if I don't want us to separate, like ever? Natasha amended. Naruto took quite some time before he understood Natasha's words, but his reaction when he realized what she said was simply explosive. He quickly stood up from the couch and answered. Fuck, no. I'm not going to make you experience any of this. It's bad enough I have to do this, but there's no way in hell I'd to drag you with me. Naruto exclaimed before pacing back and forth in front of the window, his anxiousness getting the best of him. Natasha was surprised by Naruto's vehement answer, but she should have expected it from a mile away. Naruto would do everything he can to make sure his loved ones are safe and alright. Being an immortal would cause a lifetime of grief, and that's undoubtedly not alright, at least in his opinion. She tried to think about how she could circumvent Naruto's bullheadedness. Natasha would like to ask the Biju about some suggestions, but it's doubtful that Naruto would summon them to help her in this situation. She tried to think back on everything they discussed, particularly on the knowledge that she filed away deep in her mind. It took a while until she remembered a small detail that Naruto accidentally let out. How about a compromise? Natasha asked. Naruto stopped his pacing and stared dumbfoundedly, not even considering the compromise route. What do you suggest? Naruto asked slowly. Do you remember our talk about when you told me about the harem thing? Natasha said, hoping Naruto still remembers it. Yes. Naruto shyly responded. He doesn't regret the whole night since that led Jessica to be a part of their lives, but it's still an embarrassing conversation. Can you tell me the other option for an Uzumaki that's in a relationship with a non-Uzumaki? Except for the harem. Natasha prompted him. A marriage ritual of sharing an Uzumaki's vitality. Naruto answered automatically. It took a brief moment before he understood what he said. The Uzumaki marriage ritual would extend the non-Uzumaki's lifespan, while the Uzumaki's lifespan would decrease, effectively closing the life gap. An unintended but welcomed outcome of which is increasing the stamina of the non-Uzumaki, and the seal used in the ritual would link the couple, keeping each other alive, even through a deadly injury, as long as one of them could supply the life force to heal the other. The only downside was that if one person dies, the other will follow not long after. The marriage ritual is a reversible process, since the Uzumaki's acknowledges that love can die down. Cynical the lot of them. If he applies the ritual between himself and Natasha, she will acquire his immortality while having the option to leave anytime she wants. A sad thought, sure, but it's the best solution for him and her if she really wants to go through with it. Natasha could see Naruto debating with himself about his answer, and he's slowly talking himself to accepting her compromise. She can admit to herself that Naruto is the best thing that ever happened to her, personally and professionally. He's like a storm that swept her life, suddenly being in every part of her life in an instant. He's like the sun, giving new life to her withering existence, slowly being swallowed by trying to wipe away the red in her ledger. She can't imagine a life anymore where Naruto is not there. Natasha internally chuckled in disbelief. How can a strong and independent woman like her be so head over heels with someone that she would even consider to be alone with someone else for eternity, just to make sure they stay together for as long as possible? That may be just how love works. You just do stupid things. Naruto walked up to her and took a deep calming breath. How about this? We can always do the marriage ceremony anytime we want, but I want you to be sure about this. So, why don't we wait for 3 years and see how you feel about it then? Naruto suggested. Natasha didn't see anything wrong with Naruto's suggestion. It's better to make planned and informed decisions as opposed to spur-of-the-moment type deals, especially on life-changing decisions, and being partially immortal is pretty high up that list. Alright, 3 years. Natasha answered with a smile. Naruto released a sigh of relief when he heard Natasha's answer. They have 3 years to think about how they should move forward in their relationship. Natasha's Safe House, New York. December 12, 2008, 2200 hours local. What time is Jessica's finals tomorrow? Natasha offhandedly asked while sitting on the bed and reading a case file Fury ordered to take home. He wants her to lead an op next week to retrieve a possible alien artifact from some German business tycoon, and all the files are every intel they have on the target. The first one would start at 8 AM. The last one will end at 8 PM. Naruto automatically answered while playing Pokemon Emerald on his Game Boy Advance SP. The moment he first played a video game in this world, he was immediately hooked. He has a vast collection of gaming paraphernalia hidden in his storage seal. It ranges from retro gaming consoles all the way to top-of-the-line gaming computer setup. He rarely has any chance to play with any of those, though. Jessica, on the other hand, is in her room, slaving her way through the notes and handouts. Acing all her exams would allow her to take an accelerated course that would enable her to finish in 2.5 years instead of 4. Why is it so long? Are all finals like that? Natasha asked. I have no idea. I only ever attended the academy, and the written exams there only last for 2 hours. My clones didn't have to take exams when they're spying on every class out there, since they're invisible. Naruto answered, still playing his game. Natasha decided to tackle one of the mysteries that's been bugging her about Naruto. She closed her folder and placed it on the bedside table. Naruto, can you save your game? I need to ask something, Natasha said. Naruto looked at her and nodded. He saved up his progress Game Boy and stored it in his storage seal before facing Natasha again. What's up? Naruto asked, trying to be cool about the more than likely hard conversation they're going to have. I'm just going to say it. How was your life before coming here? Natasha asked, but Naruto's expression of shock and confusion forced her to continue. I only heard snippets about your life, and I know that I don't know a lot of stuff about you. Well, you probably know everything in my file the second time we met. That's likely how you know that I like Italian food and about my condition. She finished, referencing her inability to bear a child. Naruto couldn't deny anything Natasha stated. He never liked talking about his childhood or anything that happened in his time in the elemental nations. For him, it's dark past that must always be remembered but never said. Nonetheless, there are times where silence must be broken. What do you want to know? Naruto replied after releasing a sigh. Let's start with your earliest memory and work our way up, Natasha answered. Naruto repositioned himself on the bed. He got out of the blanket and tapped the space between his legs, calling over Natasha so he could hold her close while telling his story. Natasha recognized Naruto's need for emotional support and scooted over, essentially cuddling with him. Naruto wrapped his arms around her and held her close. As you know, my father was Minato Namikaze, the Yondarime Hokage, and my mother was Kushina Uzumaki, the last surviving royal of the Uzumakis. Both of them are considered heroes in their own right. You would think the son of 2 heroes of the Third Shinobi War would have someone to take care of him the moment his parents died, but human nature and politics have a way of turning things around. Naruto started, his rarely seen bitterness seeping through. The first memory I remember was when I was 3 years old. I was living in an orphanage. Most of its occupants were orphaned in Kurama's rampage. He could feel Kurama reacting inside of him, but he just continued. I was playing alone outside, since the matrons won't let the other kids play with me, when a group of 9 to 12-year-old kids approached me. I thought somebody finally wanted to play with me, so I ran straight to them. Next thing I know, I'm being pummeled to the ground, saying something about being the fox. I still can't believe that I remembered the whole thing. Naruto derisively chuckled. That started a daily occurrence of beatings. The matrons won't even stop it and just leave me outside. If I don't come inside before the curfew, they'll just lock me out of the orphanage. It only stopped when it was my 4th birthday. Natasha sincerely hoped that Naruto would say something positive, but it looks like it's too much to ask. At the stroke of midnight, the matrons dragged me out of bed and kicked me outside the orphanage with only the clothes on my back. I tried and pleaded to get back in for hours until I just gave up. That night started a tradition inside Konoha. They call it the fox hunt. A cold premonition settled down on her when she heard the fox hunt, and it looks like she was right. A large group of civilians was waiting for me a few blocks away, carrying batons, knives, rocks, or just anything they could take. The mob started chasing me the moment they saw me. Of course, I ran away, but what could a 4-year-old do against fully grown adults? They eventually caught me, and that's when I experienced a whole new dimension of pain. They started beating and stabbing me, but they weren't satisfied there. Naruto took a deep breath to calm himself. The memory was just too vivid. One of the men suggested to carve me up. The fuckers must have liked the idea too much, since when they left me, I have no eyes and probably most of my body. Only the Uzumaki vitality and, ironically, Kurama's Yaoki kept me alive and healed all of my injuries. Natasha couldn't believe what she was hearing. How could someone do that to a child? She was already regretting asking Naruto for his story, but it's still not over. I asked everyone for help. I tried asking the random civilians, shinobi, and even the Uchiha police force, but I somehow just made it worse. I unknowingly spread the fox hunt. Every night, more and more people appeared, even shinobis are showing up from time to time. Someone probably high up authorized it. I mean, how could a large mob of people chasing a child around the village without the secret police or Anbu intervening? Naruto now knows that Danzo organized the fox hunts to alleviate the populace's discontent, but she doesn't need to know about it. The cycle lasted for 3 grueling months until I found a way to leave the village. I snuck through the drainage system until I passed the walls. I have no idea how that major security breach was overlooked, but it was a blessing for me. Naruto mused. I lived inside the forest outside the village for a year. I developed my hiding skills inside that forest, since shinobis would regularly use the trees like a ninja highway. I was only found when an enemy shinobi tried to kidnap a Hyuga to be bred. It's Hinata, isn't it? Natasha interrupted. She knows that she was not his first love. That honor falls to Hinata Hyuga. She has no idea how she died, but she knows it was one of the reasons why he left the elemental nations. Yeah. My first meeting with Hinata. I didn't really do much. I just surprised the shinobi, and he decided that no one can know about him, so he tried to kill me. He just has no idea about who I am and who's inside me. Naruto let out a snort as he said the last part. When he landed a killing blow on me, Kurama took over. His oppressing aura reached all the way to the village and alerted the guards. I blacked out after that. The next thing I know, I'm in the hospital, and Jiji was watching over me. That's the Hokage, right? Natasha asked. Yup. He placed me in my own apartment after I was discharged out of the hospital. He probably heard about the fox hunts while I was gone, since I was also assigned a team of personal Anbu guards. It got a whole lot better after that. I was still alone most of the time, but at least I can hang out with Jiji whenever he's free. He's also the one who introduced me to Ichiraku ramen, the universe's best food. Naruto said with a far-off look. Natasha noticed that he was about to continue his story, but he suddenly stared intently at the door. It looks like we have to continue another time since Jess can't sit straight anymore. Naruto whispered close to her ear while discreetly wiping his tears. Natasha was about to question Naruto's statement when he suddenly spoke up. Come inside, Jess. You have an early date tomorrow. A few seconds later, a disheveled Jessica in shorts and a white shirt stepped inside the room. Her eyes are noticeably red and watery. I was just getting some water. Jessica half lied. Jessica was getting some water when she passed by the master bedroom and heard the start of Naruto's story. His voice carries well through the walls. She couldn't help herself to know more about her roommate, so she eavesdropped. She sat down on the floor and placed her ear next to the wall. She couldn't believe how hard was Naruto's life compared to hers. The whole thing is fucked up to the extreme. Sure. Naruto replied. Come to bed with us. You need your sleep. Natasha agreed with Naruto's statement, so she scooted over and created a space between them. Jessica didn't even try to argue since she's tired as hell. She dropped onto the bed between them and spooned with Naruto while hugging Natasha. Don't worry. I'll continue the story after your finals. Naruto whispered to Jessica before giving her a peck to her cheeks, and then kissing Natasha goodnight. Good night, ladies. Good night. Good luck tomorrow. Natasha said before also kissed Jessica to her lips. Good night. Jessica mumbled, half asleep. Thanks for listening. I do hope you enjoyed. If you want the next part of this video, like, subscribe and comment down below, and turn on the bell notification. And also check out other videos that I have created and enjoy. See you in the next video. Peace.